I'm going to scoot over and welcome to the show.
There he is.
Ivo Dragunov. Here we go. Batch services, batch leads, batch driven, batch skip tracing. Here we go.
Batch data, yeah.
Batch data. That was the one I forgot. Yeah, that's it. So,
the smartest
thank you for being on the show again. Obviously, the camera is not tall enough to get all of you, but that's fine. That's fine. It makes me look, I'm full screen here, so I get the whole thing. There we go. All right. So, Ivo, what happened? What is happening in the world of data that some service providers get MLS data, MLS sold data, MLS expired data, and some don't? What is happening?
Thanks for having me here, by the way.
Yep.
I don't want to obviously comment too much on what kind of like obviously PropStream is doing, some of the emails that I've sent, because honestly, I have my opinions on some of the inner workings. The thing that I can say for certain is the information that we have.
Yeah.
How we're displaying that information. I can talk about this for hours if you have time.
Great. So.
So as far as like the MLS, obviously a lot of people got an email from PropStream saying that they're no longer displaying MLS sold data nationwide.
Right.
I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube, just people trying to explain it, make a sense out of it. And what I've kind of gathered is that people have a little bit of a misunderstanding of how the data works, just in general.
Good.
And obviously we can clarify that here.
Yeah, talk to me.
So,
what are you seeing as the misconceptions or the mystery that people are having with this?
So there's a couple of misconceptions happening with disclosure versus non-disclosure states.
Okay.
Again, the email that PropStream sent, and I've read it. It said that they are losing MLS sold data nationwide. I believe, I'm not certain for sure, it also included expired listings.
Okay.
The way that we get the data is. And again, like back to the PropStream situation, it could have been like a legal issue. It could be like a loss of a data vendor.
Sure.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
And I really don't care.
Let's talk about what we know.
Yeah. So what we know is that there are nationwide data vendors, data providers, a handful of them that we are working with that provide us active, pending, and sold information for the data. Now, some of the misconceptions with the disclosure versus non-disclosure states. There are 12 non-disclosure states.
Mm-hmm.
In those 12 non-disclosure states, you're not going to be able to get sold data exactly what the property is sold for.
Okay.
The information is estimated.
Okay.
It's estimated based on, and again, there's different ways that people can estimate this data. So there's a couple of data compilers, not even data aggregators, that will that are working to try to solve some of these issues, just in general. Because again, in those non-disclosure states, neither you nor I nor a lot of different nationwide vendors or providers can get the data. It's a matter of
Zillow doesn't even have it.
Zillow doesn't have it, so it's private information.
Okay.
So unless the owner discloses that information or the buyer or the seller discloses that information, it's not a matter of public record.
Got it.
So in those states, what we do is we basically triangulate the different data points to be able to come up with an estimated value.
Okay.
So for instance, we have all the information regarding the property as far as what the active price was, what the pending price was, the contingent price. We also have the loan type, loan amount, loan interest rates. So we can triangulate an estimated value of what the property sold for. And again,
that hasn't changed.
You've been
doing this. Everybody's been doing this since the states have been non-disclosure.
Correct. I don't know even from when they've been doing it, but it's been the past 4 or 5 years at least that I've been in the data world.
Yeah.
So nothing has changed, and I verified with some of our data vendors several times actually. Hey, obviously, have there been any, based on the PropStream email? Like I would have heard something from our data sources would have changed. The way we ingest and aggregate data would have changed. So just because I haven't heard about it, so I just obviously proactively reached out saying, hey, have you seen any kind of recent MLS regulations, data changes? The two data vendors that I reached out to both said there hasn't been anything that I've heard. Let me check obviously with my superiors.
Yep.
came back saying there hasn't been any kind of recent MLS regulations, changes, or anything. So again, I don't know how.
Do you hear of any? Is this something that we have now, but it's not going to be here in a month? And maybe PropStream, because they were the big guy in our space, you know, kind of they wanted to pull back first because they knew it was going to happen. And it's going to trickle down to everybody else. Is there any indication of that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Got it. We've got a ton of questions, by the
Sure.
way, which I think is going to really help to like let this conversation breathe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Perfect.
So, you know, at this point, you guys are, since the beginning of Batch Leads and with PropStream, the sold data in non-disclosure states were basically estimates.
In the non-disclosure states, yes.
Right.
In all the other states, we have all the MLS data, active, pending, and sold. The way we've kind of like just from the get-go is we've always tried to compile a single record or a single database of property, what we know about the property. So when the property, obviously we have historic information when, you know, if a property was active or pending or sold. So that's how we're able to triangulate also, you know, I'm not relying even on any data, external data sources to be able to determine expired listings or failed listings. We can obviously know that through, I mean, it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
Property was listed, didn't sell for X amount of time, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, whatever you want to, whatever time frame you want to pick, it's an expired listing.
Awesome.
If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure that you join us for the live show every single Wednesday. I will see you there.